Well, a very good afternoon to you. My name is Edward John Andrade, and I'd like to welcome all of my fellow pre-service teachers to my presentation for EDU10003 World of Maths Assessment 2. I'd like to kick this presentation off today with a quote that I've read from the Foundations of Mathematics in Primary Education book, which does state that teachers play a significant role in shaping the society of the future. There is no doubt that teachers are highly influential role models for students, and for this reason, teachers are expected to meet the highest professional and ethical standards. This presentation will outline a play-based activity which will be centered around superheroes. The age group that we'll be focusing on is the 3 to 5 year age group, which is ideal for the preschooling age. And the mathematical concept that we will be exploring further today is the concept of measurement, with a focus on size and weight. The links. So this information is in direct conjunction with the Early Years Learning Framework and the curriculum link specifically with Outcome 4, which states that children are confident and involved learners. With a further focus on component 2 of the outcome, it states that children develop a range of skills and processes such as problem solving, inquiry, experimentation, hypothesizing, researching, and investigating. The place-based details. As stated before, this week will be a superhero-themed week within our preschool room that will incorporate the ideas of maths and how it is integrated within our society, and how it may indeed impact any one of our lives in real life. Superhero craft and superhero toys will be made available throughout the entire learning space, which will build material interest as well as a cognitive development. This week in the preschool room, with our introduction to mathematics, we will be reading a picture book. So the teacher will begin reading a picture book titled Mighty Maddie, which is by Stuart J. Murphy, which has a focus on size and weight and different ways in which to measure them. Following down to the secondary subheading size and weight, this story has a particular focus on size and weight, and this is illustrated using the many different toys that Maddie must pick up before her birthday party. Maddie judges the weight of each toy, identifying what is heavy or light, or big or small. And the educator will use the aforementioned words to reinstate the importance of measurement and how they may be able to practically apply measurement within their everyday lives. And of course, the teacher will encourage the notion of free play, so the children will be encouraged to explore the space within the superhero world. Whilst teachers will be present, it is encouraged to allow the children to use their imagination as opposed to having a solid structure. One of the further activities we will have other than the storybook within our superhero themed week will be encouraging the use of the child's imagination whilst applying that towards the measurement technique. So for example, how far can you throw the superhero toy and then measure the distance? So how many steps does it take to reach the superhero toy? And whilst further also encouraging imagination, another example may be through play, the children may decide to combine the toys into two separate teams. And then, with the educator or teacher's help, identify how many toys are on each team. How the educator can further the math skill is by encouraging the children through play. The educator may ask questions to the students such as, I like how far you threw that superhero, and how many steps does it take to reach the superhero? This does two things. One, it builds confidence between the teacher and the student, and two, it aids in igniting an interest within mathematics. The second example there is, I like how there are two different groups of heroes. Can you tell me how many heroes are in each group? Similar to that of the first bit, it does build confidence and ignite a further interest within mathematics. According to the Early Years Learning Framework, a security sense and a sound well-being gives children the confidence to experiment and explore and to try out new ideas, thus developing competence and becoming an active and involved participants within learning. And we hope this applies during their free play activity, because during the free play the children will be interacting with each other whilst learning the key words such as big or small, or heavy or light, and the use of language instills the fundamentals that aid with their development of language and further instills the fundamentals that will further aid within their cognitive development. Within the realm of social constructivism lay the ideas and values of Lev Vygotsky. Now, Vygotsky's MKO, or otherwise known as more knowledgeable other, refers to any individual who has an advanced understanding or a higher ability than the learner. Now, within the activity, the nature of both free play and the story allows social nature to lend its definition to the children interacting and learning from one another. However, though free play is encouraged, so we can ignite the imaginative skill, the teacher can enact the principles of Vygotsky's MKO, which it does allow a learning structure. Thank you very much for sitting there and listening to my presentation. I very much hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a wonderful day.